All right, well, it ain't much, but it's honest work. I even got a couple pieces of scrap wood under a rock over there. So there it is. There's like one area clean, right? That's all it took. And then, if you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, but from about that tree, then you can see all the garbage starts again, right? Well, it's hard to see it from the camera, but look at this. This is like, I don't know what that is. It's probably like 1.5 pounds of like plastic and plastic and plastic and, oh, actually, I forgot. Check this out. Big rusty piece of barbed wire fence, right? That'll cut somebody open, right? So anyway, that's a first run at it, and that's a first run at it. So that's my response to seeing those the spraying in the sky today. You know, it just made me say, hey, what about all these little ants? If you get the metaphor, what about all the little ants? What about them? Right? Look, there's you. That's you. That one right there. Oh, look at him run around. It's working hard. Okay, that's it for today. Okay, I'll be honest, that's a beautiful bird, but it looks sick, right? It looks sickly, unkept, weak, skinny, and I get it. It's like, oh yeah, the birds are fine. They're living here, but they're not fine, right? He looks sick, and he can't tell us that he's sick, right? So it's up to us to go, look at him, he's sick, instead of looking at this beautiful place and saying, oh no, he's fine, I don't care. Because when I'm honest and I look at this beautiful bird, it's a beautiful bird, but it's a sick bird. And that's a fact. It is beautiful though. Well, that's not very impressive, but there was a lot of dog poop, which does suggest something else. So anyway, that's like a quick little run at the grand experiment, day 2. So, doesn't compare to Queen Linda the Merciful's championship huge bags of garbage the other day, but you know, that definitely weighs a couple pounds and pretty much all plastic pieces of stuff. And we got a little fishing hook with a bit of reusable bait there, so don't exactly know where that's gonna go. But yeah, just wanted to say that came from just around here. A little bit more. Well, here's another bag of garbage. If we were weighing it, the way to cheat would be to try and get like mud and dirt in the bottles. My garbage weighs more than yours. So it's just chipping away at it, you know, like a little bit at a time. Just get like a little area at a time. Anyway, Linda's over that way. But I just wanted to make a comment that, you know, I'm finding condoms and little drug dime baggies or whatever over by, you know, areas like this, like a tree. And then you find something like this really close by. And to me, it's like, you know, at least you're removing any bad ideas at that point, right? Like, or at least that not going into somebody's foot. So, another beautiful night, and it's a little bit more beautiful now. So, lots of nice people came by too, so. Okay, this area is gonna have to be really stealthy and quick. And it's pretty quiet right now, but it's normally busy, so I'm gonna strike while the iron is hot, as they say. Someone said, I said it right now. There it is. I'm gonna take it. Well, there's a honeybee crawling out of this wreckage of insulation that has been largely the reaping harvest of today. I have come back to base here because I thought we need backup. Because I only brought 2 bags and they're full. We got a big pile here, we got some wood there. Probably dry out in the sun and someone will burn it. But just at that time, we see this struggling honeybee crawling out of the insulation. So that was a pretty special moment. Anyway, I'm gonna call Linda for some backup now. Oh yeah, this is day 7, I believe. What's that, Inu? A crushed milk bottle? Very exciting. Oh! Oh, he's such a nice boy, isn't he? Inu is focused. Okay. Okay, mister. I think you got him. I think he's dead. You did it. It's not over yet. Okay, good boy. You're done showing off. So, this is where Linda and I just sat a couple days ago after we finished another round of garbage collection. And there's like a well-trampled, ripped open bag. It's just sitting here. And, you know, I really, really think that the problem with humanity is selective reasoning. And I don't know if that's a term that the psychologists are going to allow us to use or not, right? If we're allowed to think about those words together, I'm not sure, because that seems to be a big problem these days. If you put different words together and start thinking about it, it almost becomes a crime. You know, like picking up garbage is something that everybody knows to do, and don't throw garbage on the ground is also something everybody knows to do, and no one will do either one, right? And that's why what we're doing by doing this is a challenge. It's a point. It's making the clearest point that anyone could make about anything on this godforsaken rock, right? So, to me, that's the idea, is to convert the people who stop to give compliments into people who actually want to stop and add to what we're doing. And so that day hasn't happened yet, but soon it will. Perfect timing. It's a battle cry. Beware the soldiers, right? And it's the nobody cares problem, but actually everybody cares, and it seems to be that their fear and laziness outweigh their love of. I can't decide if I should say anything or everything. But you know, like I said earlier, this is day 8 or day 9. I'm not really keeping track right now until I do some edits. But there is a difference. They did some landscaping as well. But, you know, we actually did make a noticeable difference. And people did come out and give us beers. And people came out and said, wow, it's so cool what you're doing. But to me, it's this selective reasoning of someone else should do it, right? How can people look at a problem and actually stay in the driver's seat of their own body, right? Is that what's happening? Is that when people look at garbage on the ground, they actually dissociate from their bodies for a brief moment just so they don't have to pick it up, right? And hear me out, folks, for anybody who's listening. Every time I say picking up garbage, I mean anything. I mean anything. Like, picking up garbage is just the most obvious thing to do, and still no one does it, right? Still no one can do it. You still can't get people out to do it. It's staring the problem right in the face because there's plenty of garbage to pick up everywhere, right? And this is our home. It's called Earth. We are Earthlings. Stupid Earthlings. I laughed listening to myself and looking at myself saying that, because none of us want to believe how stupid we are, but as a collective, we are retarded. At least we as a collective have been acting retarded for quite some time now. And it would be nice if the collective could start acting like a collective somehow. Right? Like I said, picking up garbage is just like the most blatantly obvious thing to do. And for me, it's a type of ventilation from all the nonsense of every day of just this crabs in a bucket squabbling, people lying and crawling over each other. It's a psychic mess, is a good way to put it, of what our world has become. Like, it's so confusing, and yet everything would be so simple if people could just share. And it's not share your bread. It's like share the filth, share the work, share the shoveling the shit and spreading it on the fields called fertilizer, right? It's like that meme that, oh man, who doesn't love it? What is it? It ain't much, but it's honest work. That's a favorite for me. I love that, and it's like the chubby farmer. So anyway, so far I haven't really done any kind of talk like this, and I just thought I would today. And it's more so because I'm upset and the emotions are strong, and that's when they can come to the surface and I can really try and say it clearly, right? It's not just words on a page, it's not just words on a flyer, you know, none of that matters. It's what's actually inside of us, and if we can let that out. And to me, it's just calling it what it is, and saying, like, we're all walking past the problem and picking up garbage. It's like, I can pick up garbage because I can talk about world issues and have a good sense of what's going on. And honest to God, if by now you don't, it's like, it's one easy C word that you should be able to figure out. Corruption. Yeah, human beings have a tendency to be greedy and lie and cheat and steal from one another, and it seems to be ruining the whole world. So we all know that, and we all walk past that every day too. So yeah, by the way, anybody out there want to do honest business? Or does every day of our lives have to be packed full of bullshit? You know? To me, personally, that's why I need to come out here and do this. It feels like I'm paying for my sins in a way, and in another way, it just feels like I can give without being stolen from. What a beautiful thing. And what a beautiful place. Anyway, I've never really done a talk like that. 7 minutes, 12 seconds seems like a good time to start wrapping it up. Absolutely amazing. Hoy es muy frío is what people are saying, that it's very cold today. And lucky me, from the true north, strong and free, I find it very nice. So that's all for today. I think, again, I've said that like 3 times today, but that really is it, because the sun's going down. I gotta go and do some work.